can only hear but
No
you know
talking.
what? I
Hold
can
on,
hear you.
bro.
All right.
Word.
What's up, everybody? What's good? What's good with you? It's your girl, your big sis, L Vintage, live and direct right here from the studio. You already know what we doing. Stage left, top class radio. We here. We here. We gonna make it. We gonna make it work. Listen, I need you to do a couple of things for me first. I need you to go to the IG and friend follow at 609 stage left. Then I need you to go over to Top Class Radio on Android, iOS, Google, all platforms. Download that joint. Download it so you can hear it on the go. You could be on the phone, you could be on the road, you could be wherever you are and still hear the show, okay? I need you to tell a friend, phone some family, let them know we here, we live, we direct, you dig? And don't forget, right? Don't forget. I need you to not forget. Always keep coming back. The more of you that we have on here, the better the show is. Like, so we not doing this for us. We doing this for y'all too. So I'm in the studio today, right? I got the Kangs in the studio. Chris and T.
Let's go.
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
good?
T, tell them what's good.
You already know what's good.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
out
Let's
here.
yo.
go, Chris. Let's get it.
We have nothing but fire for y'all right now, yo. Nothing but fire. I've been waiting for this day for over a month or so, man.
Excited to be
And
here. For real. Very excited to be here.
just to have this exclusive, yo. So you already know we talking manifestation, we talking affirmation, we talking life, we talking put it in the air, we talking big ups to being yourself. You deserve it, you're worth it. You gotta put yourself first. We talking it all tonight. And I just want you to know that when you have this kind of love in the atmosphere, you put it in the atmosphere, you leave it in the air and let it manifest. You watch it grow.
Exactly.
Right? So I'm gonna let the boys, I'm gonna let the bros talk to y'all for a second, and we're gonna get down and gritty with it. So listen, if you want to call in, if you can call in, 609-418-9816, 609-418-9816. That's Top Class Radio. Let's get it. So what's up, bro?
What's up?
T, what's good, man?
What's good? You already know. I'm out
Hey,
here.
man.
I'm alive. The
Blessed.
sun came up today, so I'm good.
Hey,
blessed.
that's what's up, man.
sure.
Listen, we've been watching y'all flourish for a good minute. You know what I mean? And first of all, you're Grammy award winning producers.
Well, I got to correct you.
Correct me.
Even though you're absolutely correct,
Right.
it hasn't manifested just yet in the physical,
Right.
but you're right.
Yeah.
Grammy
Yo.
nominated. we ain't win
Grammy
that time.
nominated. Right. Grammy nominated. And not just that, they work with artists from all over the world. Tell us about that journey by itself. When you talking to your artists and you're getting into where your artists are and you're working with them, what's that feeling like?
I mean, it feels the same every time. The feeling is the search because you don't know how it's going to happen. You just know that it's going to happen.
Right,
You don't know when it's going to happen. You just got to be prepared for that moment.
right.
So it's always a great feeling. How about you, T? How do you
Can
feel?
you repeat the question again? I'm sorry.
When you're talking to your artists and you gathering your artists for music wise, when you're offered a opportunity to work with certain artists, how does that feel? Like, what do you do in that moment? Do you like some people they always talk about groupies, right? I'm big on not being a groupie, but I'm always big on I seized the moment. The
Right.
moment happened and I wasn't backing down. Like, I'm just go getter. So how do you feel about that?
Man, you talk about the moment when we got our placement, right?
Yeah.
When we first got our placement, we was working with the artist. It felt amazing. It felt like we actualized the vision. So
That's what's up.
it's a wonderful feeling when you sitting in the crib, don't know if you ever gonna meet somebody, but then you just manifest a situation that played out perfect.
Right.
So it just kept happening that way. Once we got our first placement, it was pretty much switched to knowing. So we knew it was easy at that
No
point.
doubt.
So it was on from there. After we hit that Danity Kane, got that first placement, it was a wrap.
That joint was
Then as
fire.
far as working with artists and stuff, that's always been you know, a blessing. But we see people as people, so it ain't, you
Facts.
know, it's
Word.
just it's just the energy. Like a lot of the artists that you would think that it would be dope working with might not be dope working with. But some of the
Word.
ones that you may think like, oh, you just work with that person, or that person had the dopest energy, you know, and the session was you know what I mean? You make hits that way.
Right. Right.
Word.
Right. And what's the biggest opportunity that you've already had? You know what I mean? I know each artist brings a different flavor to the table.
We worked with a lot of people. Like, you know, we worked with 50 Cent, Jennifer Lopez, Sierra, you know, Cassie, a whole bunch of different ones that I can't just think of top. You know what I mean? But I would have to say us.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm most excited about Chris and Teeb as artists.
Right. Word.
No shade to any other artist.
Right. Word.
But it's just something about owning that, you know, your creativity and being able to put it out
Right.
without any middleman.
That's important because we never want the middleman, and we want to be able to be our own eclectic artists, individual artists as well, and that's the part of the business that I think a lot of people forget. They hide the inner them, you know, the artists. We do a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? My man back here, he engineering, but he's an artist as well. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And that's those parts of us we hide a lot. You know what I mean? Because even if we don't hide them, we get so in tune with doing everything else that the artist inside of us kind of sits on the back burner.
Exactly. We're facilitating for other people,
Yeah,
and it's like what you said.
yeah,
Our dream gets put on the back burner, but that's what we were doing as producers.
yeah. Word. Now, manifestation. Let's talk manifestation from the first one to this one now. What is the biggest? I don't want to say biggest. What is the recipe behind it? What is the meaning behind the manifestation? How did it come about? How did it grow into what it is now?
There's so many different events that, you know, came together to create this big boom effect.
You want me? Well, the story.
You can definitely jump in.
Yeah. So
Please
He
jump
gets
in.
excited.
yeah, I love this question. You know what I mean? Because it was definitely an awareness thing. But anyway, yeah. So what happened was me and Chris, we were going through I look at all my life as a blessing now. So excuse my word, but at that time we were looking at it in a negative light. So we were more on the depressed side, as you would say.
Wow.
So around, especially me, you know what I'm saying? I remember, you know, crying just because I wasn't in the place that I believed I should be.
Wow.
So it all started
on us just reading books. We started gaining knowledge and understanding why we were feeling this way. And one of the main books, The Alchemist, that really, I would say, set us on our journey.
Word.
We read The Alchemist, and then we pretty much went to LA, like how he went to the pyramids. So we went to LA, and we had the same pretty much. It's crazy because we had the same story. We pretty much lived The Alchemist. We went to the glass shop, which was our old manager. We learned a lot, you know, and we had to separate. And you know, we went to the mountains, because remember the mountains, you know, that was our pyramids, where we realized that, you know, the gold, our treasure was at home. So when we went back home, we didn't find it right away, right? So we had to figure it out. So at first it was just, all right, we just gonna come back home and we're gonna do a beat CD. Like, we're gonna put out music, because we were just so jaded by artists, like working for artists and trying to deal with them. So it started like that. But then after a while, I remember my wife had said, I was into affirmations, and I was trying to get my wife to listen to affirmations, but they were boring, right? So they were like, you are great, like the real boring ones.
Put you to sleep.
Yeah.
Put you to sleep, right? So I played it, and she's like, I can't listen, it's corny. Why don't you put your voice on and I might listen to it? And then right there it hit me. I'm like, you know what? I would listen to me, because I'm not even dancing to this. I can't even dance to this. and I need to dance to make the energy flow the way it needs to flow. Like it takes a lot to manifest your reality. That's why but anyway, I will go into that later. But so once I decided, I was like, you know what? Money was my biggest issue. That's why I was depressed. So, I didn't understand that it was the energy at the time. I thought it was something that I had to go chase. So the first record we did was Money. I did Money. I sent it to Chris. He was like, yo, this joint crazy. Scratch the beat CD.
Yeah, we going all out on this.
We're not doing that no more. We're doing this. We putting this out. So ever since then, it's just been like, you know what? We could really so it started out for me and him, like me and Chris. It was for us because we were in our place. But I don't like to keep calling it that. But we was in that lower state of mindset.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to jump in before we get too far in the story. There's two books that you missed completely. You know what I'm saying? When I was in that place, I was actually a church organist and a music producer, super depressed. I had to go talk to my pastor because the pastor of the church that I was playing at, shout out to Pastor McKenzie, right here in the Ville, great man. I talked to him. He looked me in my eyes. He was like, yo, you don't look all there, bro. Like, it looks like you're like drifting. You're not there. And I'm like, bro, I'm depressed. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on that you don't understand. He's like, you're not depressed. Read this book. And it was the battle of the mind by Bishop Noel Jones. That set me on my path. And then I was talking to a friend of mine about that book. And they were like, that sounds like the law of attraction. So The Secret. So after I got a hold of that, I hit Teeb immediately. Bro, we got to do this. You know what I'm saying? So we started saving pictures of places we wanted to be, studios where, we wanted to be at. When I tell you, not even within a year, we were in we were in Alicia Keys' studio. This is the pictures that we were taking. This is where Nicki Minaj and all the top artists, Kanye, even when we were there, Kanye upstairs, Rihanna upstairs, like we walking past everybody. But we manifested that intentionally.
And that's important. You said something that most people don't capitalize off of, especially as an artist, right? We go through our own withdrawal. A lot of people don't understand the life and the journey of an artist. Sometimes it can be a little withdrawn and lonely. You know what I mean? Because you're in your head, you're in your mind, and you're like, how you say, pastor say, yo, you're not all there. And a lot of us won't admit that. You know what I mean? That journey, that part of the journey is like, damn, what did I miss? Like, I overstepped something, and then we're so hard on ourselves that we like, yo, I know you can do better. I know you can do better. Instead of like, you know what I mean, listening to other people or taking the advice and criticism.
Right. And that's what's needed. That's what's going to take us to the next level. I feel like we lost ourselves in the chase and the hunt. We lost ourselves, but these projects help recenter us.
And I didn't beat myself up. I'm going to be honest. I was jealous. I was jealous of others.
Yo,
so
that
I
part
felt
too.
as though I was more talented than other people.
That part too.
So I would misplace my energy. So it was a lot of jealousy. So I had to deal with that too. And I like to tell people that, like, you got to be honest with yourself and say these things out loud. So you understand and evolve from these things. But that was the root of mine, because I just kept complaining. I was a complainer. Like, I'm better than this person. He got a Grammy. How I don't have one. And that's the jealousy. Talk. That energy keeps you away from it. And when I started reading these books, like understanding what I was doing, those are manifestations. That jealous, those jealous of the success, and also the other one, the one with the contracts. Those two books too. We forgot those two books. We went on a book journey. Like, it was really knowledge first. Knowledge and information that saved us.
Right. And a lot of times we don't feed our minds. Most of the time we jump into the artistry and the level of artistry that we know we're capable of doing, but we don't feed our minds, we don't feed our souls. And so you're starving yourself. We're hungry. And it's not that the music or, me, I'm a spoken word artist. So it's just not the music. It's not the words that's not feeding us. It's sometimes that we're not feeding our minds.
Right.
And we're not usurping all that we can take in without, like I said, like with that withdrawal. You know what I mean? And you going into that shell like what is going on? You know what I mean? And I feel that. I understand that. And that number one, that's the dopest part about it. When you can come to the table and be like, yo, I didn't do this, boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? For me, it's like, yo, you got to go pray about this. Like, you got to jump in it. You got to go pray because you know it can happen. You just got to follow the process. And sometimes we just kind of miss certain, cues. And that's you know what I mean? I think that's a process in all artistry. Now, when you guys came to manifestation and you started talking affirmations, what you're reading and what you're putting into your mind and your soul, when you really started putting it together, what was that? How did the process like stack up and you knew it was right? Like, yo, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Immediate results. I mean, and it's not all about results. It's about the journey. We know.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? But the results were instantaneous. One of the things on The Secret, one of the exercises, try to find the closest parking spot wherever you go. Easy. What?
Yeah.
Still to this day, I don't even have to manifest it. I'm getting the closest parking regardless.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't even matter.
Yeah. Word.
You know what I'm
word.
saying? But results.
Absolutely. I
Once
love
you put
that.
in the
Get
work,
the
you
results.
get the results.
Get the results. Y'all hear that? If you out there and you watching, let it be known you got to get the results, okay? Go out there, get the results. Don't take no for an answer. And I love that when we put inside of us and we receive it and we put it back into the air, it instantly draws results. It gets
sure.
numbers. It gets closure.
Internal results, like you
Yeah.
said, closure, like
Yeah.
different, you can close different chapters. If you're upset with somebody, you can be like, you know what? I don't even
Yeah.
remember what I'm upset about.
Word.
Like, it's over.
Man, listen, we ain't gonna hold y'all too long, but we gonna get into these tracks right quick. I'm gonna play you one of the dopest joints on this manifestation too, right? Cause I've been
I got
playing
time.
this
Team
joint
said I got time.
since they sent it to me, and I'm like,
here to
yo,
talk.
I'm super hype about this. So we gonna play this right here, and y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. How you feel about it?
It's lit.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
Great wealth flowing to me now. I deserve it, I'm the best.
Hey.
I deserve it, I'm the greatest. I deserve it, I'm the best. I deserve it, I'm amazing. Great wealth flowing to me now. How to sound, I'm grateful. Great wealth flowing to me now. How to sound, I'm grateful. I deserve it, I'm the best. I deserve it, I'm the greatest. I deserve it, I'm the best. I deserve it, I'm amazing. Great wealth flowing
I
to me
deserve
now.
it.
How to sound, I'm grateful. Great wealth
girl,
flowing
good
to me
work.
now. How to sound, I'm grateful. I deserve it. Great wealth flowing to me now.
Yeah.
I deserve it. Great wealth flowing to me now.
That's that manifestation right there.
Prepared to be the best. I deserve it. Today I'm prepared to be the best. I deserve it. Great wealth flowing to me now. I'm amazing. I deserve it.
Yeah, man.
Flowing to me now. I'm amazing. I deserve it. Today I'm prepared to be the better. I deserve it. Today I'm prepared to be the better. I deserve it. I'm the best. I deserve it. I'm the greatest. I deserve it. I'm the best. I deserve it, I'm amazing. Great wealth flowing to me now. How to sound, I'm grateful. Great wealth flowing to me now. How to sound, I'm grateful. I deserve it, I'm the best. I deserve it, I'm the greatest. I deserve it, I'm the best. I deserve it, I'm amazing. Great wealth flowing to me now. How to sound, I'm grateful. Great wealth flowing to me now. How to sound, I'm grateful. I deserve it, I'm the best. I deserve it, I'm the greatest.
Unbelievable,
I
man.
deserve it, I'm the best. I deserve it, I'm amazing. Great wealth flowing to me now. How to sound, I'm grateful. Great wealth flowing to me now. How to sound, I'm grateful. I deserve it, I'm the best. I deserve it, I'm the greatest. I deserve it, I'm the best. I deserve it, I'm amazing. Great wealth flowing to me now. How to sound, I'm grateful. Great wealth flowing to me now. How to sound, I'm grateful. I deserve it, I'm the best. I deserve it, I'm the greatest. I deserve it,
In front of my job, and it was like early in the kids had the kids bumping. They was like, yo, what's that?
Yeah.
How to sound, I'm grateful.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm enough.
This one's first.
Hey.
I'm
For myself.
First,
I'ma put myself first. Hey, yeah, yeah.
I'ma put myself
First.
Himself first, you hear? He put himself first.
Yeah. Yo, and I want to know what was. Yo, woo. I'ma put myself.
I'ma put myself first.
Hey, hey, I'm enough. My needs matter.
You hear me?
I'ma put myself
Some of the things to the album.
I got myself.
Yeah.
For that question.
I'm enough.
Yep.
I'ma put myself first. My needs matter. I got myself. I'm enough. I'ma put myself first. My needs matter. I got myself. I'm enough. I'ma put myself first. My needs matter. I got myself. I'm enough. I'ma put myself first.
Yo, from start to finish, this whole album bumps. Whole album, start to finish. It's like,
I'ma put myself
it's a whole wake up call. Like, you wake up in the morning and you in the mirror like, I'm gonna put myself first. I'm
Yep.
enough. Don't get it
My
twisted.
needs matter.
You know what I'm saying?
My-
I deserve all of this.
first. I'ma put myself
Jeez.
first.
And then you got that little, hey, I spent a little for the record.
A little for the record.
He said, hasta la. He said, hasta la. Wow.
Yeah.
First, I'ma put myself first.
Yo, hands down, man.
First, I'ma put myself
I think in a long time, for a long time, like, it was a lot of albums out there that you listen, you know, you hear certain things. Like I say, you hear these affirmations and you like, yo, they so boring and so mundane.
Right.
And for a long time, it was like, yo, I didn't want to hear none of that. When y'all dropped the first album, I was like, oh, like, yo,
I could do this.
yeah, I'm blessed. Yo, it was just like nonstop affirmation. And that's what I appreciate. I think the audience definitely needs to know, you know what I mean?
Oh,
the chemistry
starting back up.
behind all of that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the science.
right.
You know what I mean? That you wake up in the morning like, yo, you know what? Today I'm putting me first. It's
For
important
sure. For sure.
because we put ourselves on the, like again, I say we put ourselves on the back burner
Right.
and we don't dig into exactly what it is we desire, what we want, and what we're used to. We're used to taking care of, but not putting it in ourselves. You know what I mean? And I think
sure.
that's what's important about this manifestation too. To my audience out there, go cop the CD. Don't just go and hit download. Pay for that joint, and enjoy the CD. And when you pay for it and pass it for it, you tell everybody else, yo, go buy the CD,
No doubt.
cause
No doubt. No
the
doubt.
chemistry behind that joint gonna have you like really rolling through every day like it's nothing else. Nothing else matters.
And if you can't buy it, it's on YouTube.
Word.
You can stream it. You feel me? You can stream it wherever. It's free. You feel me? Like it's for everyone.
Word.
Everyone
word.
needs this, so it's an option for everyone. If you want to pay for it, please do.
So before we actually get out of here, I want to know how you and T came about. How did this exclusive duo that's going through all of this journey, how did y'all get together? How'd y'all?
I mean, long story short, there's a couple good friends of ours.
Word.
You know, Lonnie Smalls,
Big up to L Smalls.
El Smeezy.
Brandon, aka Yakov.
Yakov.
Shout out to Yakov. You know, they put us together.
Word.
You know, they allow God in them to work,
Word.
and they put us together, and it was history after that. Like, that's the long story short.
That's what's up.
I know Teeb is digging. He wants to get into the science.
Yeah.
He wants to get into the science of this album.
Break that down, bro. Break that down.
Yeah. So I just, for everybody that's listening, every record's 432. We changed the frequency to every record. Every record 432. That's why it's feeling so good. Everything is precise as far as affirmation based, or even sometimes mantra. We even like for songs like I Could Do Anything, that's all organic vocals. That's the easiest way to get
Yo.
to the
432.
organic vibration. So that's all vocals.
Yeah.
You know, so that type of stuff cuts through everything. Like we did organic instruments, so we thought about chakras when it comes to the heart chakra, when it comes to lyrics, or the root chakra when it comes to the bass. We thought about all of that. So all of that is inside of this. Even when it comes to numerology, like the 432, or the fact that it's 12 records on the album.
Right.
The brain, the artwork, everything is for a reason.
Yeah, the
Nothing
brain. I can, that's the brain of art and science. Like you can look that up. Like that's what we are.
Word.
We're
word.
combining the art with the science side. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
With also with the spiritual side.
Absolutely.
So it goes even beyond that. Like, I think that's why it's so effective, because we're putting everything into one pot. Not only everything, but we're
Yeah.
actually making it sound good. People would listen to it even if they weren't positive.
Word,
You know what I'm
word,
saying? But
word.
even if you're not positive and you listen to it, you will become positive.
Absolutely.
That's it.
You will
Word
speak
up.
it back into your life.
Exactly. Everything is as it should be.
Hey, yo, listen.
Word up.
Man, when I tell y'all, I'm humble, I'm appreciative of what you do, who you are. Number one, first of all, y'all my brothers. You know what I mean?
Facts.
The Kangs. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Yeah, you know it.
And I'm appreciative of what you do and what you bring to the table. You know what I mean? You can have artists all day, but you're not bringing that chemistry, like you said, that art and that science. That I'm gonna catch you right here, and when you catch it, you're gonna stand there and you're gonna be like, yo, wow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
When you bring it to the table, you open up a whole wide view and perspective of exactly who you are, and listening to it it's impossible to go through one ear and come out the other. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just my hope and my prayer is that you guys continue to keep doing this. You know what I mean? Because it's needed. You're needed. You know what I mean? And that's my affirmation to you guys, to you, T, to you, bro. You're needed. You know what I mean? We need you as fathers. We need you as brothers. We need you as mentors. We need you in the music light, because what you do and what you bring to the table is pure efficacy. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It's definitely powerful, and we can feel that. We can see that. I don't know about the rest of the world.
Tell them.
Yeah, you feel me? I don't know about the rest of the world, but L Vintage, LEL, feels that. You know what I mean? And I need that every day. Like, yo, I'm bumping that joint every day, and it's like my wake-up call. You know what I mean? And it sets my mind to what it needs to be. And when I walk in the door, wherever I go, it's like I'm all smiles and I'm energy.
The light is on.
Yeah. And it brings a
light is
lot of
on.
energy and a lot of focus to those who will usurp what you're saying. So thank you. And keep doing what you do, yo. I'm ready
same
for the
with
next
you.
joint.
Same with you. Keep doing what you do.
Man.
We all are different pieces of one body.
Word.
You feel me?
Right.
Like it goes beyond who thinks the same and clicking off, or
Right.
religions, or all of that. Listen,
Yeah, man.
we're all still one body, and we need
Sheesh.
once we operate like that, we out of here.
Sky's the limit. Sky's the limit.
We out of here. But keep doing what you do too.
Word,
You're an
bro.
important part of the body.
You know, because everything
Word
is
up.
as it should be. You feel me?
Yeah, you know it.
Yo, so I think y'all, we appreciate y'all for stepping into the studio with your big sis, L Vintage, stage left, Top Class Radio. You know, we one and done. We here, we live, and we lit. Y'all heard it first right here. Manifestation 2, Chris and T.
Don't forget to put yourself first.
Don't forget to put yourself first. Go out there and
Word
read
up.
them books. Feed your mind. And if you're tired, don't take a nap. Listen to the Manifestation 2. Listen to that joint.
Turn off the ratchet TV. Turn it off.
Yeah. So we appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Thank y'all for coming out and being a blessing. You know what I'm saying? And keep pressing. You know what I mean? You don't gotta succumb. We just need to make changes. Make them where you know it's important and where it's necessary. And for you that don't have anyone in your corner that's supporting you, you got us now. You feel me? Tune in every week, Wednesday, 6 p.m. L
Tune in.
Vintage, Stage Left, Top Class Radio. You never know who's going to rock the mic next. You dig? So for you, I say see ya, and we'll be talking to you, all right? Peace.
All right then.
Feeling great.
See,
Feeling good.
oh, he's out.
Feeling great.
Yeah, he probably.
Hey.
I wake up every day feeling good. I wake up every day feeling good. I wake up every day feeling good. I wake up every day feeling good.
That's dope.
Everything is as it should be. Everything is as it should be. Everything is as it should be. Everything is as it
Yo.
should be. I wake up every day
Oh,
feeling
yeah,
good.
he out of there.
Yeah, he
I wake up
back.
every day feeling good. I wake up every day feeling good. I wake up every day feeling good.
Yay.
Everything is as it should be.